Hello and welcome back to the fifth episode of the Dlsone podcast. I'm Adam, or the Rubik's Cubed.
I'm Daniel Goodman, or DG Cubes.
I'm Avocado, or hashtag Cuber.
I'm Allison Lee, or the Programming Cuber.
Okay, so today we're very happy to have on Chris Olsen as our guest.
Also known as Cyotheking.
Yes.
Of course.
All right, thanks for coming
Love
on.
you, Sean.
No problem.
Okay. All right, so we're going to get into our normal Q&A. So for this Q&A, we've decided to cut it down a bit, just because we would like to have a discussion later on in the podcast, seeing as we have Chris on, and he makes very good videos. So we want to use that to our advantage and talk about some video editing and making and stuff like that. So let's get started with the Q&A.
Okay, want me to ask the first question?
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, for Chris Olsen, are you ashamed of these guys for uploading a video of a solid picture in 60 frames per second?
Does YouTube even let you do that?
That's what we
That's
did for
just
the
how
last
I
episode of the
rendered it.
podcast.
That's
Oh,
just how I rendered it.
You
Yeah,
rendered
Ava-
it at 60
Ava accidentally
FPS
rendered
for
it.
audio? Yeah, I mean, you probably made your export longer.
And this question comes from Epicuber7, by the way, who also asked, when doing shots where the camera moves, do you actually move the tripod, or do you do a pan effect in your editing software?
I guess it depends. I mean, if you asked me that like a month ago or 2 months ago, I didn't have a slider, so I probably just handheld the camera and panned it with my hands, but now I have a slider, so I just slide my camera back and forth on the rails.
Oh, that's cool.
I wish
You
I
know,
had sliders. Sliders are cool.
You know something cool that my neighbor did? He has a YouTube channel, and so this is just really an experiment. We didn't end up using it for anything, but he had a railroad track, and he got the train to go around in a circle, and he put a mini tripod with his phone on it, and he recorded whatever it was going around in the center. It was so
awesome.
cool.
That's fairly
Yeah.
clever. That's
It was
pretty clever.
It was really epic. Yeah.
That's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Okay, from Dr. Zeno. Chris, can you sticker 3x3 with 6 different shades of pink and use it in a competition?
Are there even 6 different shades of pink?
Let's go check.
Like, I actually don't know if 6 shades of pink even exist. Like, I mean, if they do, I'd probably make a cube with it, but I don't think there's 6 different shades of pink.
You could stretch the rules a little bit and maybe use some shades of red. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only
There's
Red
3
definitely
shades
is.
of pink on the cubicle, so you
Oh,
can do
really?
There's
shades
3
of-
shades of pink, really?
Dang.
Fluoro pink, bright pink, and pink.
floral
Wow.
pink's the best pink, just so you guys know.
Dang.
We need a bright pink and a pale pink and a
I mean, I guess
light
you could
pink
use
and-
you could
Some
use
reds.
light red or something,
Yeah.
or maybe some of the purples.
I do have
Because there are also
Lavender.
3 shades of purple.
I do have every sticker shade from the cubicle sitting in my desk, so maybe I should sticker
Do
a
it.
cube with that.
Every sticker shade?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some stuff.
Why?
It's not like for me to use on cubes. It's just one of every shade for me to do some work on. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Some
similar
work.
thing. It's the whatchamacallit?
Oh, that thing that has each sticker on it, the whatever, I don't know. What
Yeah,
it's
so
called.
I have that too. I have the sticker chart thing because
Oh wait,
Oh,
did they
yeah.
sell that at some point, or give that out at some point, or did you?
I don't
make
think they gave it. I
They're-
bought
they
it.
s-
that? Oh, you bought it.
Yeah, they sell it. I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, let me see if I can
Neat.
find.
I don't really use it all that much, but because I'm a sticker modder, it's kind of
Helpful, yeah.
advantageous for me to have it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I didn't know they did that.
Yep.
I don't know where it is now. I remember seeing it on the site before, but
It's under accessories. I'm pretty sure it's like $6, which is a lot, but.
Okay, so moving on to the next question. This is a reference to the last episode of our podcast.
Uh-oh.
So somebody actually made an account called generic user 666 and asked, "When are you making the Tanglong review?"
That's awesome.
I saw that and I cracked up so hard.
Yeah. Probably today, right? We're all gonna make a Tanglong review today. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Even if you have
Do
one
none
already.
of you have
let's
like
do
a
it.
Tanglong review or something?
I have one actually.
I actually don't think I ever reviewed the Tanglong.
Yeah, it's not worth reviewing anyways.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I never really thought it was that good.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay. Next question from Tyler Bevan. I have a question for you, Chris. Do you think you could beat Derpy Cuber in a comp on 2x2?
Oh yeah, I could still beat him.
ooh.
I could still beat him.
Oh dang.
If I go to that slow and steady competition, I'll practice up so I can beat him.
Oh, it's
Oh,
on.
do you think you're
It's
going?
on.
Like,
Chris,
could you go?
Chris versus Derpy.
I mean, I could definitely, like, I can go. It just depends on if I have something going on. If I don't have any obligations, I will more than likely be there.
Awesome. So then I can beat you in Pura officially. That'll
I
feel
won't be
good.
competing in Piro.
Ooh.
Oh no, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I'll do like 2 through 4 one hand and then like make a video or
Aw.
something. I mean, if you want to
Dang.
compete in the video event, we can brawl it out.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Alright. Next question is from Aiden Miley? Miley?
Melee? Melee.
Bailey?
Maller.
Bailey.
Okay, get on with the question.
Chris, you love the Thunderclap because of the price and how good it is. About as
Aloe.
Aloe as a cube for you Gigaminx. I don't agree with you on the performance, but you say it's a great price, which I agree with. But yo work for the cubicle, so why does price matter to you so much?
It's okay. It's okay. I feel your pain. Typos. I feel your
Yeah.
pain.
English is hard. It's
Wait.
okay.
Next, forget figuring out what Dlsone is. Can you figure out what he meant to type when he typed aloe?
Aloe.
That's low.
Aloe is a cube for you.
So is his question? I don't even know if I fully understand his question. Was it just why do
I
I
think his
care about the
Yeah.
price?
yeah, when you
Yeah,
work for
I
the
guess.
cubicle.
Oh yeah, I mean like in theory, the price of a cube means nothing to me because I'm gonna get all of them to like review. But from my job as like the reviewer is to educate that like the consumer as to why this cube is valuable. So even if for me the price doesn't matter, for someone else $8 is like gonna matter, and it's for $8 it is. I mean, it's right up there with every other cube. I think it just depends on how people set them up, because I'd use a Thunderclap with any other high-priced cube.
Yeah, I mean,
totally agree.
Adam
with
and I were like we were one of like the first people to like get it because that was like I think the first puzzle we each of us like ever tested from the cubicle or tested in general, and neither of us really liked it until like we were just we were both just like it's like I guess.
Yeah, I will say like out of the box, I mean it's pretty like feels kind of average and bland. It's kind of like scratchy and just blocky, but like once it's broken in and set up, it's completely different. And I mean, when someone tells me like, oh, it's not as good as other cubes, I'm like, I mean, if you look at like a lot of the top cubers, they all like it. Like me, Jay McNeil, Kenan was using it. And there's
Yeah.
a bunch of others. So it's like, clearly.
It is a very good. It's my OH main now. It's a very good cube.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my backup right now, but yeah.
What?
Something I realized yesterday was I was retrying the Aloe V1 because I love that cube. Like mine is also like I think it's one of the better ones
Where's mine?
that I've tried. I love my Aloe V1. Like it could theoretically become my main if I, readapt to that turning style because I love it so much. Like I prefer to solve on that problem more than like any other cube. But I just don't get the best times on it. Yeah, break the rule.
Can I break the no cubing rule for a moment?
The rules are made to be broken, Allison.
Alright, I got you. This is my Aloe V1. I don't know I guess you just listen to it.
Allison and her Aloe V1.
Okay, great.
Fantastic. We can tell it's very good
about
from
that.
You're welcome.
You're basically turning the cube. Great. I can do that too.
This is a cube.
I've never heard what a cube sounds like before.
Oh yeah,
it's really amazing.
that adds so
You've
much to
never-
this episode.
You never heard my Aloe V1.
That's true.
Actually, I have, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I actually have. So, next
They all.
question.
Okay, next question.
Channing.
From Channing. Oh, okay.
Channing
Okay,
Cube
fine.
asks, do you think you would cube if you couldn't make videos about cubing?
Ooh. Yeah, I think I'd still cube just because I like seeing friends at competitions, but I would say at least currently, a large majority of the reason I'm cubing is because I'm making videos. Like, it's been a while since I've just sat down and, like, actually just practiced for, like, fun. I don't do that as much anymore. But I always have a cube with me.
Okay.
So, wait. This is sort of a question I just came up with, actually. Because of what you just said about how you think you rarely sit down and actually practice, do you think it's possible for somebody to be to have like a very successful YouTube channel and be like a really successful speedcuber like at the same time? And not just, I was just gonna say not like Felix, like somebody who really uploads like reviews and things like that, like high quality videos all the time.
How do you define really successful? Like, currently holds a world record, or?
Yeah, I guess, like, somebody who you look at and consider, like, they're really, really good currently, like, world record holders, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's possible, but, like, you would have to start giving up other hobbies. Like, for me, a lot of the reason I don't just sit down and cube as much is because I play a game called Counter-Strike a lot. So I think if I wasn't doing that, I could still like be at a top tier level. But the thing is, once you really start getting into video, like if you want to get really good, you have to pour so much time into it that like something else has to give up. So
yeah,
I think it's possible, but you won't be able to stay at that top level nearly as easy if you were to just practice.
Yeah.
Sean is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's true. Sean's good.
Wait, is Sean sub 10 now?
I think he's sub 9.
Yeah, he's like almost sub 9.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wait,
dang,
really?
I didn't realize that.
I haven't really been paying attention. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
He posted like a 901
Dang.
average 100 or something.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, I think
He's
I saw
gonna
that.
pass
Yeah.
me.
Huh.
It's a sad day.
Yeah, and his videos are also really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to
Sean
Sean.
is Uber Cuber for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah.
Uber Cuber,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, KSN Cubed, for all of you, what is one of the biggest trolls you have ever had on one of your videos? So,
Here's the story.
yeah, I would like to mention that it is my constitutional right to avoid this question, and therefore I plead the fifth on this. I will pass.
Wait, really? Really?
I plead the fifth.
No, the reason I I said here's the story, right?
Okay.
Is because one of the biggest trolls we have was actually Ava.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
About that.
oh, this.
Oh, can I
this?
tell the story?
ABC
Can I tell the
Cuber?
story, please?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, this. Okay, yeah,
So-
this you
so
could tell the
one
story of.
morning-
Yes.
Okay, so one morning, I don't know why people think they're funny. So one morning I woke up, I believe it was July 28th, 2015, but I might be
Oh
wrong.
my god.
And the night before that, around maybe midnight, Ava and Adam and Derpy were like in some video call. I don't know what was going on, but I woke up and in my inbox I have 28 comments on different videos from this one guy named ABC Cuber. And so I'm thinking to myself, oh no. And all these comments are the same exact comment. It's like, can you please send me a free GANS 356? I average 45 with a Rubik's brand, and I think I can get down to averaging 5 or 6 with the GANS, or something like that. And they said like fully lubed GANS 356, and I was like, okay, this is insane. So I went and I deleted all the comments except for one because I wanted to save it there just so people could make fun of the person, and I blocked this person from my channel. And I went to their channel, and they had a video called Cool Solves and Shoutouts, or something like that. I don't know. Or no, Rubik Cube Solves and Shoutouts. And so they gave shoutouts to me, Ava, Allison, Adam, Derpy, Noob Cube, and like, you know, Pi and CBC, I don't know. And the person got all of our genders wrong. It was like, subscribe to DG Cubes, her videos are really good, and it was so weird. And then they uploaded another video later that day called Shout Out to DG Cubes. And it was like saying how my videos were great and how I'm sub 30 on 3x3 and like sub 2 on Pira or whatever. I don't know. And so then like months and months later, I find out that this was Ava. And like
Oh my god.
like what?
DG.
Yeah.
Fastest
Yeah,
Cuber.
yeah. Adam and Derpy had fake accounts too, but
Oh,
theirs weren't nearly as
Yeah,
bad.
Adam's was
No
like-
offense, Adam.
It was like Fastest, and he like
Fastest
commented
Cuber.
once.
Mm.
Yeah.
No. Do you remember my about page, DG?
Oh yeah,
his
yeah.
about page was the best thing.
On Adam's fake channel's about page, he linked to his channel's about page. If you wanted to learn more about his channel, click here, and it's like the link to where you already are.
Wow.
It was
That was fun.
No, and like not only
guys.
like were ABC Cuber, aka Ava's videos, like just really weird with the shoutouts. It was like they were like on the floor or something, like under a
Yeah.
table, and like whispering into the camera.
Yeah.
Shout
Ay.
out to DJ Cubes.
The biggest trolls are your friends.
The videos are
Pretty
top
much.
notch. Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Wait, how about you, Chris? Biggest troll?
I
I don't think you had
I don't know
ABC
if I
Cuber,
can
did
think
you?
of one. I mean, I get trolls probably on almost every video. I can't think of
Yeah.
like the biggest one, but I guess like some of them I actually can't tell if they're trolling or being serious. But like I've had ones where they're like, "Oh, now that you work for a store, like your opinion is like," they'll just rip me apart. They're like cussing me out, and they're like, "Yep, can't trust you anymore. You're a sellout." Blah blah blah. So I'm assuming those ones are trolls, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, because you will be biased to a cube based on what store you work.
well, here's the other thing people don't get is like just because even if you work for a cube store, if I start like telling people, hey, this cube that is absolutely terrible is really good, and they buy that and they stop trusting me, like that hurts me a lot more than the store. Like,
Yeah.
all it does is hurt myself and make myself less creditable, which makes people not want to work with me. So I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
the only biggest
like,
troll that I
if-
can recall is this one guy commented on like some video, and he goes on this giant rant about my tooth. He's like, if you can afford to buy Rubik's cubes, you should be getting your tooth fixed. You're gonna lose subscribers for not having your tooth fixed. And I was just like, it's like, hot dang, like, man, like, jeez, like, getting your tooth fixed is not cheap, man. Like, I should have it fixed, but it's not cheap.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so
like,
that was something.
I mean, like braces are like $6,000.
Yeah.
Just to get braces.
No,
Like,
I actually just thought of some, like, trolls. A video that I get a lot of comments on from trolls is, this one from, like, when I was really new, where my cat solved the Rubik's Cube. She didn't actually solve it, okay? It was stop motion. But yeah, so I got one comment where some guy was like, it wasn't really trolling, it was just really funny, because it's so obvious. Like, it was so obvious that it was stop motion. The guy was like, I think you just took pictures. It's like, really now? Where did you get that idea?
Oh man.
So good though.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we should probably move on, but that
Yeah.
was a funny question.
That was.
Corrupt
Good
Cuber,
job, KSM.
all. What are some good algorithms for first turns?
For first thirds?
What?
First
Oh,
turns.
first turn.
R prime R prime R prime R prime.
Let me. No one listen to Adam. If I ever see you do a video where you do R prime, I will immediately close the tab, and my opinion about your YouTube channel will forever be formed as bad.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
How about you?
I have literally seen people do videos where they do R prime on like a cube, and they go, "It never locks up, guys. It never locks up." And I'm like, you don't say it doesn't lock up. You're doing one turn. Like, it's bad.
I mean, as for
That's
like good
hilarious.
algs, it doesn't really matter which one you use. I
Yeah.
mean, most people use like a T-perm or something like that just because it flows pretty well.
Yeah.
But or like to test M slices, obviously you just do like an H-perm. But like, there's
Yeah.
not really a set algorithm that's
Out of-
good for.
Out of
first turn.
curiosity though, what do you guys do for first turns generally?
T and
T-perm.
yeah, T and H.
Same.
I think
Paper.
recently,
T-H, sometimes R.
Paper.
for some
Yeah,
reason, I've
J-perms
been
are
doing
good.
Z
J.
perms, and I don't
Z-perm.
know why, because I
Ew.
don't.
Oh, I
really
do
like
those
Z-perms.
too. I did those too.
I hate them.
Yeah, I hate Z-perms.
Like, I don't know, it's weird, but yeah, I don't think it first turns, like, just do whatever is your favorite alg. Like, people just want to see how the cube turns. As long, if you use an alg that's really locky, like, you're probably just gonna make the cube look bad. But you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like RR prime. That's super lucky.
No, it's like R prime. Oh, this cube sucks, man.
The only cube you'd be able to judge on R prime is like a Rubik's brand.
Or maybe like a cube for you Gigaminx. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty Aloe if you ask me.
This kid,
For a cube for you, Gigaminx, like you probably can't even do the RR prime
Yeah.
on a cube for you, Gigaminx. Like,
Okay. Next question is from Roger Lightbody. I love YouTube usernames. Okay.
What
for
if that's
Chris.
his real last name?
That
Yeah,
could
what
be
if
a
that's
name.
actually-
I'm sure it's
Just
his real last
offended
name.
you.
That is an awesome last name. Roger, congratulations on your last name. Okay.
Okay.
For Chris, about how many algs do you know?
Oh,
bad.
jeez.
10.
I was trying to add this up like a month or two ago, and honestly, like if I had to guess, it's probably somewhere between like 700, 800, maybe 900.
Nice.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's pretty high up there, just because like. I mean, I've forgotten some ZBLs because I haven't been cubing as much, but like I was learning a lot, and I knew like 230, and then on top of 2x2, which is probably like another 250, and then like all the random OLs and stuff. Like I'm sure it totals up somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
By the way, I looked up how many people in the U.S. have the last name Lightbody, and it's over 1,000.
Okay.
There's over 1,000 cool people in the U.S.
Yeah.
Good to know. Oh, search Heavy Body. See if there's anybody named Heavy Body.
Or Dark Body.
Or dark body. Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say.
No.
No.
No. Oh.
Alright. Someone else read the next
Okay.
one.
So wait, we have two questions left. This one is from Yoshimura Roy Lee. He's been in like so many of these episodes.
I know. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
questions are good
Yeah.
though, so it's logical.
Yeah.
What's your prediction to where Worlds will be held next year? And if it's close enough, or if you get sponsored, will you go? These questions are for all of you guys.
DG's backyard.
No, it's my
Oh,
room.
yeah,
My
yeah.
room.
No, his room. Not his backyard.
My
Well,
bad. My
This is
bad.
fine.
Nats,
solving
no, Nats
stations.
is in my room, but
Bob
Worlds
Burton's
is
backyard.
actually gonna be. Oh yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, as far as predictions for Worlds, honestly, I've got no clue. Just because I don't. I mean, it's pretty like not random every time, but like I mean,
Mhm. You know what would be cool?
You know,
I
yeah.
feel like Africa would be cool, like South Africa.
Yeah.
it could be. I
You know-
mean,
Honestly, if
I was just gonna say. I mean, I don't actually. I haven't followed in a while, but I think there's like a decent community over there. Like
there
I
is.
feel
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
South
largely
Africa.
based where
Yeah,
a good community is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think if I had to take a guess, I would say China, because like after the China Championships and everything, that was like a really big comp. So they can handle it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that would be cool.
Yeah,
I guess
I
China.
I think like following the trend because it was in Brazil, South America. I mean, like that's like up and coming Cuban community over there. So
Oh yeah, true.
that's why I was thinking Africa, because maybe they're
Mm.
trying to like generate some more people in like some areas where it's a little less common, you know.
Right.
Good point.
They may take a break in it. I mean, like it makes total sense to do South Africa, then do like something safe like Europe, and then go to Antarctica. I don't know. So
Yeah, I mean, we had
confirmed.
Here's one problem about holding like this event in China. Like
Mm.
for it being Worlds, China has like the firewalls for websites and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be difficult for like some people who are so used to using like Google, which is blocked. So I don't know.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Yeah,
I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but it's just a little bit of an
That-
inconvenience.
Yeah. I mean, like, see, the thing is, they've had it in the Americas 2 years in a row, so it probably won't be here again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I actually honestly don't even want it in the U.S. I mean, I'm kind of at a point now where like I can afford to travel on my own from having jobs and whatnot, but like
Mm.
the U.S. is cool, but like I'd rather go see somewhere, like, see another country. Like, if I'm going to go somewhere, I want it to be cool. Like, the U.S. is obviously cheap, and that's what people would want to be here because it's cheaper travel. But, like, I think it'd be cool to go somewhere else. Like, I want to go to Euros this year really badly, but I don't know if I will have the time.
I feel like Canada would be a good option too. Toronto or Vancouver.
That would actually be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada's a very nice place. I've been to Vancouver before. It's beautiful over there. Also, I mean, like, this isn't very viable, but like if you're talking about, like Chris mentioned, like traveling and stuff, Alaska is a nice place, but that's not really viable for a cube competition. I just think it would be cool.
Right.
That'd be cool. Hawaii.
Alright, so
Hawaii.
last question.
Primaral Atoll.
Okay, Delta Cuber asks, Chris, what was the type of telephone that hit you and broke your tooth?
I mean, I don't know what model it was, but I'm sure, like, actually, well, I'm sure you guys are old enough, you'd have to know. Just like the normal home phone. Like, no one really owns a home phone anymore, but I mean, it's just like that giant, like, brick, like, you know, really big phone. You know, just like he tossed it, and I rolled around and just right in the face. And I just sat there and went, "Oh, did you just hit me in the face?" And then I was like, "Dude, I think you chipped my tooth." And he freaked out. He was
Wait,
like,
who is this? I don't remember this.
I don't know if you guys would even know him anymore, but John Brashon, he's a very fast cuber.
I know the name.
Yeah, he back in, like, me and him used to be best friends. We still talk all the time, but like we would, like, back in the day, if we went to a competition, it was just like me and him would sweep the whole thing. Like it was legendary.
Nice.
That's cool.
All right, so that's about it for the Q&A for this time. Make sure to leave some questions down below for our next guest.
Who will announce later.
Yep. And now we are moving on. So next we would like to have a discussion about some general cubing video stuff, because that's what our podcast is kind of focused on, YouTube and sort of that kind of thing. The past, I believe, 2 podcasts, we didn't really have a discussion time. That was kind of filled up with the Q&A, which was okay because a lot of the Q&A questions covered some sort of stuff like that. But I think it's good to have a focused discussion too about some specific things. So let's talk like reviews and stuff like that. So Chris, do you have any specific like advice to anybody out there, how to make reviews that are good, how to make reviews stand out in YouTube, get more views, whatever they want to do, stuff like that?
I mean, I think the first thing with reviews is, like, everyone just tries to copy what is already being done, and that isn't how you get ahead or even on the same playing field. Like, unless you can execute that in the same exact quality, like, you're probably not going to get very far. You'd be better off trying to kind of reinvent the system. Like, one thing that I hate that a lot of people do in reviews is they do this grading system that goes like, I give this cube an A-. The thing with something like that is that is completely arbitrary and means nothing to anyone. Like, how bad is a C- compared to a B+? Like, you can't really grade that. So, like, how I think reviews should be done is, should you buy this cube or should you not buy it? Like, is it good or is it bad? And I think too often people put things in this middle ground of, like, I mean, I guess if you kind of like cubes like this, I mean, you might want to consider it. Oh, it's a B+, guys. Like, I think I think that grading system is really bad, and people shouldn't use that.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, so before I actually had a YouTube channel, I watched, like, a lot of a lot of like video game type videos on YouTube, like Nintendo stuff, and so I would always watch like reviews of games and stuff just because I found that enjoyable. And I've always liked numbers ever since I was really little, so I loved when people would rate like a game or a cube or anything on a scale from 1 to 10, that sort of thing. But then once I actually started making videos, I started with that because I loved it so much for some reason. And then I realized it's so arbitrary, like you said, it really is not worth it. So that's why I stopped doing that like a while ago, because it just didn't make sense after a while.
I give the USL a 9.923 out of 10.
Yeah, see, I like the number scale. It's the same thing. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, like why? But yeah, you just gotta find like different ways to be unique, and like, I mean, try as hard as you can not to have like a video quality or audio quality that's a complete potato. I was actually watching a video last night from someone, and he was like, check out my channel, guys, and stuff. And so, you know, I just went and looked like it because a lot of people were replying to it. And his first video, he filmed in 240p and filmed it vertical. And I was like, oh man, like, don't film your videos in vertical, like that. First off, it's just oh, it's so bad. But then 240p, like, you can get by with a camera that's not great, but like 240p is like really stretching it. Like,
Nintendo DS, DG.
Aw, come
Yeah,
on.
I was
Don't
about
bring
to
that
say. I
up.
was about to say.
Yeah, did
No,
you
see, like,
record with one?
I recorded with my 3DS in the beginning.
And I mean,
No,
like,
but,
you
like-
gotta start, but like,
Yeah.
sometimes there's just stuff that's so bad, like, it's really gonna be hard to get anywhere with something like that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, something I noticed, the main reason it really bothers me when I see people filming vertically is because, first of all, it looks terrible. And second of all, like, I mean, I started with my 3DS because that was all I had. You know, like, I actually did have a camcorder, which was still really bad. It wasn't, like, HD or anything, but it was still, like, a 4:3 aspect ratio. But I started with that because it's all I had. Like, I had no other opportunities. I didn't have a smartphone or anything. And once I finally got one, like, if you have something like that that's actually decent quality, take advantage of it to the best of your ability. You know, like, I took advantage of having a 3DS, and that was, like, the absolute best I could do at the time. So, like, you know, if you have something that can be decent, please don't make it vertical, because, like,
Something,
so bad.
yeah, something that Chris said earlier that I really liked is that the goal of a review should be to educate the consumer, and so I think a lot of people, or I don't want to say a lot of people. Some people probably don't keep that in mind when they're making a review, and so it's very easy to get wrapped up in it and like think about, oh, do I like this? Is this good? But you have to keep in mind who your audience is. Are they going to like it? Is this helpful for them? And that's what a review should be about.
Yeah, completely. And the other thing too, people really got to keep this in mind, because I see this mistake way too frequently as well, is you have to be honest with the viewer. Like I was saying earlier, if people find out you lied about something, people will instantly stop trusting you, and earning that trust back is really difficult. Like, once you have given yourself a negative view in the eye of a viewer, it's not. And here's the thing: when you get a free cube and you say it's bad, it doesn't hurt the company who sent it to you. I mean, they're gonna probably sell less of that cube, but it's not like people are gonna be like, oh, not gonna shop from that store because the cube's bad. They're just not gonna buy that model of cube from that manufacturer. So lying about a cube is only gonna hurt yourself, and it makes especially stores want to stop working with you, because they're gonna, like, if they have bad testers, why are they gonna want to work with someone who lies? So, like, always keep that in mind. Don't lie just because you got a free cube.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
I was just saying, well, that's some stuff we have on reviews. If there's any other type of videos you want to give advice on or anything like that, that would be the time.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing too is, you can go ahead if you had something to say.
Oh, I was just saying because someone else commented about competition videos, like advice for that too. So.
Oh yeah, that was. You know what? That was the thing that I was trying to think of when I was coming up with the discussion video. I knew there was a question like that. Competition videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Competition videos are interesting. It's probably one of my favorite type of videos to make, and my freelance stuff is pretty heavily revolved around similar styles. I do a lot of promo and highlight reel type stuff, so that's kind of, I guess, my specialty. And it's kind of hard to give tips on it. Like, I have people who message me and say, hey, tell me how I could film this competition better, like, but without me even seeing anything. They just say, give me ideas on how to film better. And really the thing with a highlight reel is you need to make the viewer feel like they were there. Like, if you make them feel like they were there and a part of it, you've pretty much won. And doing that is a lot of just showing the energy and like how people were interacting with each other, like the joy and like the people getting bad solves and stuff like that. Just kind of showing them the atmosphere that was there. There's not really a guide to it. It's a lot of just, you need to be able to capture a moment and show it to the viewer in the best possible way. So I can't really tell you like, hey, here's what you want to film. You want to film the timer at this close up, but
well,
that's what highlight videos are really all about, is just showing them the atmosphere and making them really feel like they were there, because they'll keep coming back to that. I remember when I started watching cubing videos when I was brand new. I can't remember the video now, but I kept watching this one competition video over and over and over, because I was like, competitions look like so much fun, and you just want to do it. Oh, actually, here's one big thing. When editing a competition video or highlight reel, sync things to your music. Not every beat has to be synced up, but find some consistent pattern, because if it's like offbeat, the viewer kind of picks up on that and is like, oh, that was jarring. And when it's on the beat, things look so much cooler. Like if it has a steady beat and then really picks up and then goes to like a drop, if you speed it up with that, the viewer really likes that, being in sync, having it synced with the music.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was like really, I guess, proud of my, I think it was LSC video, because in that one I really tried to sync it with the music, and it actually turned out pretty well for me.
Yeah.
So it was like a pretty cool song.
Do you get any of your music besides like NCS?
These days I don't really use NCS anymore, just because it's pretty overused. I mean, it's in like every YouTube video. But I still listen to their channel because they have good music and I like the style. But most of my music these days, if it's for a review, I'll probably just find something royalty free real quick. But if I'm doing anything for my freelance or any big project from now on, I use a website called premiumbeat.com. And it's all stuff you have to license, and no one's going to use it for normal YouTube stuff because each license like $40. But the music on there, if you're doing a big project, all the music on there is unbelievable. And $40 for like a music license, I mean, to this community, it's going to sound pretty expensive because most of it's kids. But like normally music license stuff will be like $200, $300, $500. So like for $40 for one song and unlimited use is pretty decent.
Yeah. I would like to mention something about competition videos. Generally, what I have observed is that you have two basic types of competition videos. The one that Chris just described, which is what I try to go for, and then I see I don't know. It's like the one I'll just posted. Like those are really cool, where they show a lot of cinematic shots and stuff like that. But I realized, like, I don't know, like 4 competitions ago, I would say, that I was trying to be too much of the latter one, and so what I did is I tried to film a lot more people and ask like a lot more questions, hence like the hoedown with DD and stuff like that. And so I found that there was a direct correlation. As soon as I started doing that, the competition videos became a lot more popular on my channel. So I would say that showing a lot, like what Chris mentioned, showing a lot of the fun moments and stuff like that, and more people and socializing is a lot more. It's a lot better, because after all, that's like the majority of a competition. You don't go there just to compete. It's mostly a lot of just being with other people too.
And one thing to add on that is, I mean, like, I'd say I kind of do a little bit of both. Like, it's not really one or the other.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, mine I'd say are like a lot pretty heavily focused on like the cinematics part, because that's what I really enjoy. And I didn't necessarily mean by like when you film people it can't be cinematic, just like filming that in a cinematic way. But yeah.
And like you said something about filming bad selves, right? So I guess like they could film a lot of yours.
Oh, man! Right to the gut, like.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well,
I've been waiting so long to make that.
If I go to Slow and Steady, I'm filming all your solves and putting them in the bad category.
Well, yeah, because you need some good ones.
Wow. Yeah. I'll tell you what, buddy. We can race and we can film it. I'll do one-handed. You can do two-handed.
Ooh.
You want to? Okay. Fine, I know when I'm beaten.
No,
I'll do a feet
but
race with you anytime, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Slow and Steady, what is it? Well, you know, Chris can always just like film my cube solves or something at Slow and Steady. Those would be pretty funny.
Yeah, but you have a better single than I do.
Yeah, because that scramble was so easy.
I got it too, though.
Why do you care about Scube single?
I care about
just
Cube
find it
single.
funny.
That's the best event I have. All right. Okay. No, I know, but competition videos are tough. Like the last competition video, Big Apple, like I didn't record very much because I was just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna enjoy the competition this time.
Yeah,
so,
I mean for Manhasset 2016, the spring Manhasset spring,
15?
I'm probably not really gonna record
okay.
because I'm actually on staff as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be really busy, so I probably won't record that one.
That's another thing. If you are going into it where you like really want to produce a good video, you kind of lose the social aspect. Like when I'm at nationals last year, and even this year it'll be even worse. Last year I only did 2 events. I did 2x2 and 3x3 because when I did it at Nats 2014, I did almost every event, and it was so hard to film. Like I ended up dropping like half my events because I had to go film. And when you're really dedicated and you have to make a good video, like you will end up losing social time to make that video. Not like it's all gone, but you lose a very large majority of it.
it's a trade-off. So it's a good idea to pick your battles. You don't have to record a good video every time.
Yeah.
It's important to enjoy yourself too, because that's why you're going.
Yeah.
But like for this Big Apple video, I ended up just stringing a bunch of just like random clips I had. Like that's it. So
For me at Red Cross, it was like I realized maybe a little past halfway through the competition that I barely was filming anything other than my own selves, and so then I just started filming some stuff, just trying to film whatever I was doing pretty much, and I think my video for that competition turned out pretty well. But like a lot of it was from the second half because that was when I realized like I had nothing and I was gonna make a video for it. So yeah, it was kind of stressful.
People always ask me, they're like, hey, you gonna make a video about this local competition? And sometimes it probably would be good practice for me to get ready for nationals and stuff, but like, I typically try and avoid doing ones at local ones, or like smaller ones, just because like, that is my time to like, hang out and talk to people, so I don't want to use it just to film stuff, especially because for me, like, I seriously, like, I just live, sleep, breathe video all day long. So when I go to a competition, I kind of just want to relax and not have to think about my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think about it.
If anybody has anything more to add, you can say it now. I think this is a pretty good time to cut off if there is nothing else.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
think we've pretty much covered.
Okay.
Wow.
So
most of that.
let's move on to everybody's favorite game. Who did what?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, please.
for viewers who are new, let's describe the game. So, everybody but the guest has written down an embarrassing / funny story that they've had, preferably something that is not cubing related, as that would make it pretty obvious
Well,
who
3
it
out of
is.
4 of them are cubing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Well, so then the guest has to read off all of the stories and then guess who did what, hence the names. So, are we ready? Okay, Chris, you
Okay.
now look and start reading.
So I can
All the
open this
cases.
link.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
open it.
Okay.
Have
I
fun.
can open it. Oh boy. Okay, let me go find this here. Who did what? Alright. I was on Twist the Web and decided to practice 4x4. I entered a public room and saw Convinza. I immediately left because I didn't want to embarrass myself with horrible 4x4 times in front of Shanae. And am I supposed to read all of these and then answer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
read all of them and then figure it out.
Alright. At my second competition, my parents and I were total noobs as far as competing went. We sat in the competitor area waiting the entire time. Oh man, that's pretty bad.
Oh my god.
My mother had me tested for juvenile diabetes when I was younger due to the fact that I drink a ton of water really quickly at restaurants. To this day, I can go through 3 or 4 glasses a meal due to the way I drink in huge gulps. It takes me 3 gulps to polish off an entire cup. I don't have any juvenile diabetes. Okay, and then I once took a really awkward selfie with Brandon Huang at Nationals 2014. I had never taken a selfie before and looked like an idiot. Alright, let's see here. We'll start with the top one. I'm gonna go ahead and say that one was Allison. And the second one...
Uh-huh.
See this... The second one is... No. The second one is Ava.
No.
And the third one...
Wait, who?
Ava.
Ava?
No, wait, no. That's DG. The third one is Adam, and the fourth one is Ava.
You got 2 out of 4.
Yeah, you got 2 out of 4.
Which ones did I get right?
Okay.
You got me right. I do
Yes.
drink a lot of water.
I knew
Hey,
I
And
look,
you got
see,
me
water.
right.
as soon as
And
I
you
read
got
that
mine
one, I knew I
right.
was right.
And you got mine right too. My parents and I sat in the competitor waiting area the
Oh,
whole
dang it. So
time.
all I did was switch Allison and Ava.
Yep.
Dang it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay. Everyone does that though.
Yeah, well, no, I just wasn't sure which one would be more awkward taking the selfie.
Okay, see what happened was, you guys remember that that thing at 8 o'clock at night or whatever, after I think the first or second day of nationals, in one of the rooms.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but
2014.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had Chris sign my shirt then, so at that thing.
Connections.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I was there with Brandon and Huang because I think Brandon was staying at a hotel nearby and I didn't live too far, so we decided to just stay there. And they had I don't know if you remember, Chris, they had they were everyone take a national selfie or something. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, the announcer was talking about that, and I tried with my phone. It was really bad.
How can you not know? I mean, it's literally as easy as hold your phone up, click.
Yeah, but here's the problem, right? Okay, so there was a few problems with it. From what I remember, I didn't have my braces yet, so my teeth were a mess. Any picture I took before I had braces looked really bad. What?
Don't show your teeth.
Okay. I'm pretty sure my hair was a mess or something.
Then don't show your hair.
So pretty much,
oh wow, that's really
you can
easy
be
to do.
every other teenage girl, where you just hide half your face, and it's really not even about your face at that point anymore.
Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah, it was just really weird. I don't know how to describe it because I don't have the picture anymore because it's on my phone. But I wish I had it. But
If you did, we would have to make it the background picture for this episode.
We tried to back up the pictures on my old phone, but we failed because I think we only backed up from the SD card rather than the actual phone storage.
Nice.
Because we're stupid.
Nice.
So.
Good try.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So now it's time for my favorite segment, which we like to call Cubing in the News.
Cubing in the news.
So, Chris, a user, wait, let me check who it actually was who submitted this one, because it was good. Give me 1 second, because this person deserves a shout out. Okay, Ghost Cuber. So this person, I'm not sure if they're still alive or if they're a ghost or what, but they submitted this comment. Hopefully you're still alive. Anyway, this is from
We're
Ghost
really pulling
Cuber.
for you, buddy.
and his profile picture is a ghost cube, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so this is called Rubik's Whiz, a Newark native, leads a cubist movement. So, Chris, would you like to read this article? It's in the show notes if anybody wants to see it.
You want me to read this whole article? Holy crap, this is long.
We'll switch off.
Oh, dang, that is a long one. Okay, yeah.
Whoa, I didn't realize.
This is long.
I did not realize how long that article was. Okay, well, I mean, we'll read as much as we can.
Alright, one of you can start first. I'll pick up when it gets more interesting.
I'll go. Okay, they weren't friends in high school, so to Jacqueline Soller, is that how you pronounce it? Soller?
Yeah.
Okay, he was, quote, the guy who solved Rubik's Cubes. Bob Burton was the guy who brought the cube to the talent show. I'll read one more paragraph. It wasn't until after a few years out of high school that they met for the first time at a party. There he was, twisting and turning his Rubik's Cube, impressing the party attendees, and Soller.
Within the first week of dating Soller, some 4 years ago, Burton taught her how to solve the cube. Oh yeah, it's a requirement to date me, Bob 26 said. The obsession didn't seem weird to Soller. She envied his passion. Bob Bob wants to be the best person he can be at whatever he does, said Solar23. I think that's my favorite part about him. Aww.
Aww.
So, wait. Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Okay, Chris, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Burton solves the ubiquitous cube for fun and takes more pride in officiating matches. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Matches.
And yelling at kids to sit
Matches.
down.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Burton has used his unusual skill to set records. What records?
What?
has
Magic,
Bob
magic,
ever
magic,
No,
magic.
magic.
Oh, jeez.
Rip magic.
see the world and even to impress his girlfriend. He holds the world record for most Rubik's Cube competitions participated. He has held 4 world records. He is one of the top 10 World Cube Association delegates
No,
in the
not
United
top
States.
10, just 10.
Oh, 10. Never mind. And his I was going to say top 10. Like, what? And his presence makes the Rubik's Cube
watch
competition
Mojo.
official.
Top 10 U.S. delegates.
Well, I was going to say, how can you rank them? Like...
This guy's obviously better.
Yeah, right. All right, someone else want to go, or you want me to
Chris,
keep
do you wanna
going?
you can continue for a little bit if you want.
All right. Quote, almost everyone has played with the cube at least once, said Burton, who lives at his parents' house in Kearney. And most people put it down because they got frustrated, so everyone can relate to how hard they think it is. On recent Spring Saturday, 70 contestants packed into stuffy Newark Public Library room to race against time to solve the Rubik's Cube. Moments before getting started, Burton, who in 2008 completed the cube in 13.15 seconds, threw his yellow baseball cap off and squinted. After staring down the 3x3, the 3x3 inch white, red, blue, orange, green, and yellow cube,
3 inches.
Burton placed his hands on the mat to signal action. Oh my god. Someone else can continue.
Signal
Okay,
action.
I'll go.
Alright,
I'll go.
okay.
Several
Alright,
twists,
I'll go after Ava.
turns, and 19.31 seconds later, Burton had solved the cube. That would be his best individual time that day. Competitors get 5 tries. The best and worst are thrown out, with the rest being average. He averaged 20.78 seconds. Not his best time anymore, but after holding 4 world records and Rubik's Magic and Rubik's Master Magic.
The Rubik's Master.
Rubik's Master.
Rubik's Master.
Over the past few years, Burton eased up on practicing. The world record is currently held by Felix Zemdegs of Australia, who solved it in 6.65 seconds according to the World Cube Association's website.
Old.
When was this article written?
Like 2011.
Alright.
Old.
You can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Burton
Allison.
set the world record for a person who has competed in the most Rubik's Cube events. The Rubik head-to-head 2011 competition at the Newark Public Library was his 75th. He goes to about 10 competitions a year. The cube has given me a lot of opportunities I would have never had, said Burton, who teaches the 9th and 10th grade at
Oh no!
Leadership Institute High School.
Oh no!
What?
I would not want to have him as a teacher. It's just like stand up. It's like sit down or I'm gonna DNF you. Mr. Burton, I'm getting a tissue.
Apparently, he's a really cool teacher,
like-
from what I've heard.
No, instead of getting F's, he gives DNF.
DNF.
Wait, I forgot where it was. Okay. Who teaches the 9th and 10th grade at Leadership Institute High School in the Bronx when he's not solving the cube. His hobby has allowed him to travel the country and Canada for competitions, and as far away as the Netherlands and Hungary.
Wait, why do they say the country and Canada? And then they say these other places, like... That's weird.
I
That's
mean...
weird wording. Allison, do you just want to read
Who
the
wants to
quote
go?
after that then?
Sure, okay.
And then
I get to
can
meet
take
people that share this common interest. Everyone in this room competing is a friend.
Okay.
True.
An obsession. Burton went on to study at Rutgers University, where he failed organic chemistry because
I'm sorry. It's just the way they worded it.
He failed organic chemistry.
He went on to fail in life.
where he DNF'd organic chemistry.
Hold on.
because- yeah.
Can I just say something? I don't mean to make fun of. I really. Bob Burton's a wonderful guy, and he does great. He does a great job. I'm just poking fun, so I don't hate him for any reason. Just
Bob's
okay.
awesome.
Just a bit.
Okay. Bob, if you're watching, you're awesome. Okay. Or listening. Anyway, he failed organic chemistry because he admitted his passion for Rubik's Cubes consumed him. He founded the Rubik's Cube Club, and the university gave him a room with some equipment. He started hosting Rubik's competitions at Rutgers. Only Rubik's. Okay, I'll read one more paragraph. I wish he concentrated a bit more on his studies, said Wendy Burton, Bob's mother. But that's a burn right there. But between the Rubik's Cube and the crew team, he didn't have a lot of time. He becomes obsessive-compulsive at these things, and wants to be the best at it. Okay,
Alright. Burton's obsession led him to pioneer several new algorithms to solve the cube. The current best solver in the United States, Roe Hessler of Long Island, used one of Burton's formulas to accomplish his time of 6.94 seconds.
Now I want to know what that was.
Formulas.
Roe Hessler sitting there being like negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4c
over 2a.
One of Burton's formulas.
Quote, what I like most about the Rubik community is people are friendly and not
Rubik
overly
community.
competitive. Everyone is trying to beat their own personal times first, Burton said. I created my website, cubewiz.com, because I don't mind and I like the idea of other people getting better.
You don't mind what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't mind.
I don't mind, really. Okay. Burton.
Don't mind.
Burton owns 150 to about 200 of his own Rubik puzzles. From Rubik's Magic to the cube. What? Okay. From Rubik's Magic to the cube. At competitions, everyone brings his or her own cube because it has a special feel.
Oh.
Ooh, special feel.
Special feel.
Burton always has a cube on him, or Solar has to hold it in her purse.
Okay,
Okay.
Chris, you can keep going.
Alright. Burton has also taught his dad, sister, and brother how to solve the cube. His mother is the only one without the patience to learn, but she still helps run the competition. Illusionist David Blaine called upon Burton for his expertise to teach him while learning the cube for a project. He can even solve the cube blindfolded after a quick study. Quote,
Wait, who? Blaine or Burton?
I would assume Burton.
Yeah.
I don't think Blaine would learn
Yeah.
that. Not that it's not difficult, but probably not.
I doubt it.
Quote, anyone can solve the cube, said Chris Trussell, vice president of
Chrissy.
the Rubik brand.
Chrissy.
Rubik brand.
Why can't they just put the apostrophe S, please?
I missed that like 3 times already.
Yeah. Quote, but if you're going to get to Bob's kind of addiction and pro status, then you have to have a good visual memory. Visualize a lot of the algorithms that are sets and sequence of moves in a row. The cube becomes addictive.
False.
Chris, does saying the pro status thing, does that hurt you on the inside?
No, but I've just never thought of Bob as a pro.
Oh, dang.
Well, I mean, he's an older guy, but the Rubik's Cube was invented in 1974 by Hungarian sculptor Aaron Rubik. Burden met him at the 2007 World Competition in Hungary, and Rubik signed Burton's cube. It's, quote, "It's nice to meet the person that created the puzzle that took up so much of my life," Burton said. More than 350 million Rubik's Cubes have been sold. It's considered the best-selling toy in the world.
You know what?
Yeah, that was fun.
You know what? Not so bad. Not so bad. That one was okay. It wasn't great. It was
There
okay.
were some
There
funny
wasn't
parts.
anything
Yeah.
too ridiculous in the article. There was a couple weird things, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that anyone's ever gonna get it perfect. Like,
You know what? They actually taught me a few things, so.
What did
Vox
they
got
teach
it
you?
pretty perfect, I think.
yeah,
I
Vox
don't
did
know.
do a really good job.
There's this.
Oh, no,
yeah,
Vox
Vox
was
was probably
awesome.
the best.
Okay, so that's about it for this podcast. Big thank you to Chris for coming on. And yes, so please leave any suggestions that you have down below in the comment section or questions for our next guest. And our next guest is, drumroll please, Elise or JKC.
I don't think you can get my girlfriend on this podcast. She's too big for this podcast.
Oh man.
All right. So, if you guys have any suggestions for any cubing in the news that you want us to do in the future, or any discussion videos you want to have with some guests that we'll have on in the future, you can leave those down below in the comment section as well. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave them down below, and that'll be much appreciated. Like, share this video, and follow us on social media in order to be awesome, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.